Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog from Banner Rider. Today we're testing out the Triumph Trident 660. This version here has a 81 horsepower engine. That's a standard. You can also equip it with A2 as an A2 version, and you can get it with 48 horsepower if you have a limited license. So that is pretty cool. We have a net weight of, or rather a wet weight of 189 kilos. That is not too bad. It feels pretty light. It feels easy to handle. Nice also for a beginner, I would say. The seat height is 805 millimeters. Also not too intimidating for you. If you're one of these shorter people like me, I'm 175, and you know, 805 is just about right. Of course, if you're really tall, then I guess this bike would not make much sense, to be honest. I'm not going to bore you with all the technical details. That's what I'm not here for. That's what Banner Rider is not made for. I will show you the controls, the display, and then we'll take a short trip on one of these country roads, and I'll show you a bit around. So on the left-hand side, we have the clutch lever. Then we have the different cursors, the upper up and down and left and right switches, or cursor, which you can move around in the display easily. You also have an enter button here. You have a turn signal switch with in the middle cancel. You have a horn here. It is very loud, so that's good. We have a dedicated button here for the riding modes. We can change between road or rain. You know, that will change a little bit the, I think the gas acceptance and also the traction control will be adjusted accordingly. So that is everything on the left-hand side. Let's go over to the right-hand side here. We have a combined kill switch on, off and starter, which I think is really nice. Everything combined in one. Why do I have a separate starter switch? I don't understand. We have a hazard light switch on this one as well. We have the throttle on the right hand side. Also the brake lever, which is actually adjustable in 5 positions, which is very nice. On the other hand, the clutch lever is not adjustable. So let's get to the display. On top of the display, we have the RPM counter. Then we have the fuel capacity indicator. You know how much fuel is left in your tank. Then we have a little teeny tiny one there, which means we're in first gear. And then there's also the speed. Underneath we have the multifunction display, and I'll switch it around so you can see what you will see in there. So we can go into the menu here. I will do that in a moment. We move around with the cursor button. Let's go cursor button down. We have trip 1, and we can also adjust these values, you know, which data we want to see further in the menu if you want to do that, you know. Then we also have the fuel stats, which means the actual fuel consumption, the average fuel consumption, and in the middle there is the kilometers until empty. Then we have the coolant level, the coolant temperature, the service interval, which is this bike has 729 kilometers on the odometer now, so in 271 kilometers we have to go to the oil service and, you know, the checkup there. We can also change the brightness of the display here. We can move it up and down, make it brighter or not so bright. We have a general display showing in big letters the gear, which is 1 now. We have the time, and underneath we have the date. And there we can go into the main menu where we press the check button. We have the riding modes here. I will not really go into all the details, you know, just a quick overview. We can adapt rain and road, reset to defaults. We can do the bike setup. We can it has automatic blinkers, so they, you know, self-canceling turn signals, basic, advanced. I will put the description of that in the video now. We can turn on, off traction control. We can go to the trip setup. We can reset the trips and stuff like that. The display setup, brightness, visible trace. These trace are, you know, the data which you want to show. Gear shift indicator, you know, when you actually want to see the gear shift indicator. Anyway, so we can put in the rider name. We can change the language, the units, the clock, the date, and that's about it. And we can reset everything to defaults, and that's everything you can do in the main menu. That's the that's everything I can tell you about the display on the Triumph Trident 660. Yes, we're back on the bike. Let's get rocking here with the Triumph Trident 660. A little bit country roads here. I was already very excited about this in my other video, I mean in my German video. And yeah, that's a lot of fun. I cannot say anything else. I'm sorry guys, you know, that's about it. That's what I'm going to say. I can only say this is a lot of fun. Oh, here's the driving school again. Wow. If you really pull the throttle, oh man, that's really, you know, it's only 81 horsepower, but for me that's quite a lot, to be honest. That really pulls you. That really pulls that little stallion. Yeah, yeah, we're back here in the video. We do the test right now, and this is a heap of fun, really. Yeah, what can I say? It rides nicely. The sound is a little bit different, to be honest. You know, I like the sound from the Street Triple much better, although it's the same engine apparently. But actually I like the sound from the Street Triple better. It sounded more like a vacuum cleaner to me, like a turbine. This one is a little bit quieter, Maybe because of Euro 5, I don't know, it could be, you know. This could be it, but other than that, it's a nice seat, comfy. When you get on it, it feels right away comfortable. You feel right at home, you know. And when you're familiar with naked bikes, you know, of course adventure bikes usually are much bigger, you know, much higher, much bigger. And but this one, it feels really little, you know, really little and tiny. It only weighs 189 kilos. It gives you very good feeling, good impression, even when you're not that experienced on the road, or when you're not that experienced with these bigger bikes. You know, you can get this, as I said before, in A2 version as well, 48 horsepower, or you can get it with 81, with a full 81 horsepower. Yeah, the seating position kind of upright. It's not bent over really. No, not really. I mean, it depends on how small your legs, how small your arms are. But no, it is really comfortable seating position. Really comfortable. Feet position comfortable. Everything comfortable. You feel really at home with this, you know. I cannot stress this enough. It handles really nicely in the curves here. And it's a lot of fun, so that's all I can say basically. I just wanted to say we take a leisurely stroll along the country roads here, you know, or on the country roads. And that's what we're doing, you know. We're not going like a crazy maniac, and we're just enjoying it, and it is really so much fun. And even 81 horsepower, maybe some people think, oh, this is nothing. For me, I think that's quite a lot, you know. I'm used to my 48 horsepower bike Z900. I don't really need more. And 81 here, you know, you have so much torque, you know. I mean, it has 64 Newton meter torque at 6,250, so that's quite nice, you know. That starts fairly low. And I think this engine is really nice with the 3-cylinder. It is a really nice bike. All in all, the whole package, I would say, I don't have anything to complain, really, you know. Sometimes I do have something to complain, you know. I look at my last video about the Aprilia, which had these terrible vibrations, you know. It does not really have to be that way. I know the Aprilia is a 2-cylinder, there's a 3-cylinder, I know, but 2 cylinders can be without any vibrations as well. Anyways, this is a very nice bike for a very good price, I have to add, you know, because I think it starts at 8,400 on the road, so that is really nice. And somebody actually counted how many times I already said it is really nice. Anyways, you know, I'm not a native speaker. My word power is not that big, you know. Yeah, you really get thrown off the seat if you pull the throttle. It has a lot of power. Always, you know, compare it within the class and stuff. I mean, for me as beginner rider, this has a lot of power. Everything is relative, I know. And everything is so relative that this car in front of me is very slow. And yeah, for some people it might be very fast, you know? Anyways, I don't want to say a lot of crap here. I just want to say that I love it, you know. If I had the money, and also from the looks, from the outside, it looks, okay, I cannot say this again, it looks really high class, prestigious, like a Triumph, you know. This unfortunately the sun is now from the other side. This white color is, don't think that white is, you know, that's a dull color. No, this white has metallic in it. It sparkles. It's really, okay, I say it again, it's really nice. Yeah, that's all I can say about the Triumph Trident 660. I will continue riding and continue filming a little bit, but other than that I don't have anything to say. It's just nice, you know. For anybody who's looking into that, and I know you're watching this video now because you're interested in the Triumph Trident, right? So do not waste your time. Do not go like pause, repeat, whatever, go backwards, reverse, forward on this video. No, just turn it off and go to the dealer and buy it. Really, I don't have anything negative to say about it. It is a heap of fun, really. Wow, it doesn't matter which gear you have, you know, which gear you have in there, it just pulls you. It is really crazy. And I will compare this now, but it's not a good comparison, but this just came to my mind, and of course I will make a lot of people angry again because I compare this, but I know you cannot compare these two. But I just test rode the Africa Twin, you know, Honda Africa Twin with DCT. I do like DCT, but on the Africa Twin it is just terrible, I think. And if you have a gear shift like this one, it is so much more fun. Whoa, not too shabby, not too shabby at all. And fuel consumption not too bad actually, compared to my 4-cylinder, much better. My 4-cylinder uses about 6.5 liters, this one around 4.8 as it says, so pretty darn good, pretty darn good. Okay, 1 cylinder less. Yeah, but other than that, other than the wind, if you come to 100, it is really easy riding, easy rider here. But anything above that, it is very strong headwinds here. Yeah, so we're actually back in the city, kind of cruising around since I missed the exit. And we'll bring it back to the dealer now. So that's about it of my test ride of the Triumph Trident 660 in 81 horsepower, with 81 horsepower. Ooh, what is this? Pretty nice. Looks like Disneyland. Pretty frickin' nice. Anyways, thanks very much for watching. This has been Alright Out. Take care, bye bye.